Hi, Laura.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? We are here on a Monday. We had a busy weekend. Well, many folks had a busy weekend. Some folks like me did a little working too, but I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. When we joined you here late last week, we were talking about a relatively significant ice storm that was developing across the center of the country. And unfortunately, there were thousands and thousands of people without power. Some locations recorded over an inch of ice. There is some video and some very cool pictures of the ice on the AccuWeather.com website if you wanted to see some of that. Just some beautiful pictures that photographers were able to capture with the ice on the trees. And of course, we know that creates all sorts of problems as they come down on power lines too.
Yeah, absolutely. I know over the weekend I saw all over Twitter and Facebook, lots of images and videos.
That's right. So a little bit of everything out there. If you want to recap on that, it's on the AccuWeather.com website. So here we are on a Monday, and we're looking at another one of these storms with all this pink showing up on the radar. That is actually a mix of some sleet, some snow, and yes, some freezing rain. Now, I was just looking at some of the latest observations. Lincoln, Nebraska, snow. Omaha was rain. They have just now gone over to snow. Des Moines, right on the edge as well. They're been reporting rain, and then latest observation, actually some fog out of there. Another area that was hard hit earlier this morning, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Right at the morning rush hour, say between about 5 and 7 a.m., 5 and 7:30 a.m. local time. They had a band of some pretty heavy snowfall push through the region. I saw some reports as high as about 4 inches came down in 2 to 3 hours. It caused a mess of the roadways during that morning commute. And they're going to see a little more snow from this storm system as well. So we'll get right to it here. This is what we have out right now for snowfall accumulations through Tuesday. Our area of low pressure will likely move from around Kansas City to around Minneapolis. And in the colder air, just on the northwest side of that storm system, is where we tend to see some of the heaviest snow. So we're looking at an area of about 6 to 10 inches. And you may wonder about any of this weird indentation here. There's going to be some dry air pushing in from the northwest side of this system, so that may tend to cut down totals a little bit as you move back to the northwest. But certainly from Omaha to, say, around Grand Island, to Valentine, Nebraska, to Sioux Falls, and then areas near and west of the Twin Cities is who will watch for the highest snowfall. Again, though, this is from the rest of today into tomorrow, and we will watch some of those snowfall rates climbing. Could be some numbers of a good inch per hour, if not more, and evidence of that is what we already saw happen in Minneapolis this morning.
They were wondering if that's going to hit the Great Lakes or move into Canada.
Well, so the storm system itself is going to be moving north. It'll move near Minneapolis and then push into the Upper Peninsula over Lake Superior and continue moving north. As far as downwind of, say, Lake Michigan, they're going to see a little bit of rain. They'll see a little bit of lake-enhanced snowfall here as we head toward the middle of the week. But this is not going to be a huge hitting storm system for locations downwind of Lake Michigan. Same thing as we go into the northeast, downwind of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, as we go toward the middle of the week. There could be some lake effect snow, but this isn't going to be a huge system, not the snow like those folks, or like me growing up in Grand Rapids are used to.
Right.
So temperature-wise, it's certainly cold enough to support snow. This morning we had single digits in parts of the Dakotas. I mentioned Omaha has been dancing on that line back and forth all morning between rain and snow. Currently snow there. Minneapolis, 31 degrees. They've had their snow already. We've seen rain in Chicago. They are 40 right now. Indianapolis is at 42. Northeast is going to get a chance for some rain as well. Most areas avoid that through today. The exception, Washington, north to, say, Baltimore, have already seen some patchy drizzle, some light rain. They'll have the chance to see that through the rest of today. But you get to around Philadelphia, New York City, and points north, and they're going to hold off on that until Tuesday. You get from Boston northward towards, say, Portland to Burlington. These locations will see it Tuesday night into Wednesday, and today is likely the coldest day of the next several. For instance, Washington, D.C. today, a cold rain with high temps only in the low to mid 40s. I actually think even though the rain continues, we're going to see temps tomorrow about 10 degrees warmer than that.
Someone said, yeah, we dodged the bullet in Detroit.
That's right. right in between.
Also, we had someone asking about Monday Night Football for in Ohio, for in Cleveland area.
Well, so we've got some rain here. Let's take you back to
Sure.
the map so that you can see it right now. So again, in between these two larger pieces of energy there. So as we go through the rest of today, I really think the main areas that we're focusing on is, say, around and south of the Mason-Dixon line out to about Charleston, West Virginia, and southward. And then again, Chicago, Peoria, northward into parts of Wisconsin. Those are going to be the big areas that we're watching today.
Okay, thanks so much for updating
Sure
the
thing.
Periscope viewers here. And as Laura said, you can check AccuWeather.com for amazing ice photos, as well as our Twitter handle @BreakingWeather and @AccuWeather. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.